usually someone wants coaching because they're struggling with something. They might be I could be really high resonating, but I want to get coaching because obviously something in my life isn't quite aligning. I love that my husband just brought, I don't know why, I don't even know if you can see me, Kara. I don't know what just made me think of this. I don't even know why I just want to do this, but my husband, I know I can tell you why he bought the magnets, is to get a bowl to feed a cat. It's a long story. Anyways, he's like, oh, look how neat this is. Look at, like, if you can actually feel it pulling, and it wants to pull together. But then if you flip it around, how much it pushes and rejects, like you can't get it to fit together. And I was like, wow, that is just like the perfect example of like being in the flow. And when something clicks and you're so in alignment, it just clicks together. And there are some times when there's something you're doing that this keeps happening, this resistance. And when you change the way you look at things, it changes. You know how simple that is? You see what I'm just saying? So even when someone has a problem, there's resistance to what is. So you could keep fighting it. Like you could have someone, they just go, oh, I know, but I'm just trying to force it. But you can't force some things. So sometimes you have to make a change. And that's just such a simple analogy of empowerment coaching. You sometimes have to flip things around a little bit and you have to look at it a little differently. So yes, you're absolutely right. When someone comes to coaching, there's a perspective that has to change so that it serves them. Go ahead.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that perspective shift. I felt that in my own process and journey and work. It's amazing. One side can be so clear, and then the other side, you can't see the forest through the trees.
Exactly. And that's literally why at every given moment, you have a choice. You have a daughter energy choice, which is in resistance. You have a mother energy choice that, even if mother energy is the queen, it's just always about taking care of someone else, what would be right for them. And then woman energy is the click, is the different, I just felt, this is what goes on most of the time in our brains between mother energy and daughter energy. Total resistance at all times between these two parts of us. Like they literally, you have these two parts, we have three parts to us, to the personality. We all have woman energy, we all have daughter energy, we all have mother energy. When mother energy and daughter energy are in resistance, we haven't made peace between them, there's always going to be this inner battle inside you. Always going to be a battle about something, whether it's the man, your body, your finances, there's always this resistance because mother energy is trying to be in charge or daughter energy is trying to be in charge, and they're fighting each other. Woman energy is the shift that happens where we heal the split and we find this alignment. That's really the work we're doing. It's just, to me, so much deeper. It's like Maslow's hierarchy, it's self-actualization. It's like we're talking the highest part of the spectrum of like, wow, like if I get someone on the phone and it's like they really want to talk about broccoli, I'll just be like, I can't, like I can. I'm doing a 12-week program in my Simply Woman for free right now with everybody. And week 1, we're going to walk and we're going to have a healthy breakfast. And that's very strategy. There's strategy. But if by the 4th week, 90% of the women have fallen off track, which is what will happen, I will be then sending them all to you for mentorship coaching. That's why I do these things for free. Because then I say to all the women by the 3rd or 4th week, if you're having trouble sticking to this, which is what 90% of people have trouble sticking to, that thing, whether it's quitting sugar, quitting drinking, making more money, sticking to the job, figuring out their finances, we all fall off track at about the 3 to 4 week point. It's human nature. Why? Because we have a battle going on. Do I want to lose weight? I don't know. What if I lose weight and I look really sexy and then I cheat on my husband? Mother energy is totally fighting daughter energy. No, you cannot be sexy. I don't want you. Daughter energy is saying, no, I want to be sexy. Woman energy goes, oh, I can trust myself to be my best self. I'll be okay. So that's why we're always working on the inner battle in the brain versus the actual exterior thing we think it's about. It's never about that. It's always the battle that's going on. So when we can make peace with the battle and we can start to tell ourselves a story, which is, it's safe to be fabulous. It's safe to be healthy. It's safe to be prosperous. It's safe to shine bright. It's safe to have an opinion. It's safe to put your writing out there to the world. It's safe to go on Facebook Live and share your thoughts. It's safe to be an expert. You know how many women are so afraid, like, but what if I get put up on my pedestal and then someone knocks me off? It's safe to be on a pedestal. Because you'll get off the pedestal and then you'll climb back on the pedestal. And then because your daughter energy will be like, I want to be on the pedestal. And your mother energy will be like, no, no, never be on a pedestal. Never let yourself be on a pedestal. And daughter energy is like, I really want to be on the, and woman energy is kind of like, listen, it's okay. It's okay to be happy. It has to be, you have to feel safe enough to be happy, to let yourself be happy. It has to be safe enough in your life for you to be fabulous, to let yourself be fabulous. You have to trust yourself that you will always take care of yourself no matter how fabulous you become. Do you know how many women are so afraid that they'll actually become so fabulous that they'll figure out that all the people in their lives are actually assholes and they might have to leave them all? I'm so afraid. What if I become so happy that I realize all the people in my life are assholes? What will I do then? Then I'll be all alone. I don't want to be fabulous because then I'll be all alone. That's a story that's not true. So there's an example. So I'm always working out the stories so that we can get into alignment. Because once you're in alignment, things are easy, just like that. Things become so much easier to make happen.